Gilder, apparently we are working. So I just gotta wait for this bloody thing to wake up.
There's nothing.
Refresh the page. We're getting there. Just having some.
It says 3 people are watching. Got it.
Throw me. Hello, everybody. 12s is close to. We did. Extraordinarily difficult to do.
Tarot Talk Tuesday, and we are on the road once again.
We're having an adventure.
Our real wedding anniversary is tomorrow.
That is correct.
We got married on 10/20/2000 in Antigua.
On the beach, barefoot. Haha.
In tie-dyes, imagine that. But today we're headed out on another adventure.
That we are.
And we'll be making another documentary about that. But we won't spill the beans just yet to what that's all about.
Yes, it is inherently confidential at this time, but we're going to document it because we need all of the ducks to come in a row, which they're going to.
Going on right now. Anyway, Tarot Talk Tuesday, and the card of the day to talk about is the 10 of Wands.
10 of Wands, big burdens.
So it looks like this guy is really having a tough time. You know, he's carrying all these burdens. And they may not all be his own. Some may belong to other people. But again, there's a lot of clues in the colors that Pamela Coleman Smith used. You can see he's wearing orange, which is reminiscent strength. City. And you'll notice that he's able to keep the wands off of the ground. I've noticed a lot of times
Against the world, kind of.
Well, sometimes this happens with a like the head of the family who's outside the home. And then instead of people saying, well, they're complaining that there's too much onion or they didn't put enough spice or something.
There's garlic in this.
Yeah. So
we love garlic.
So maybe if you want to borrow my car all the time. And sticks. Holding it. So is there anything else that you'd like to add?
So I actually really invited this card to tell one. So the first the heavy over that last speed bump or getting there. Strong solar plexus colors within this card. It shows that you actually have what it takes to do it. So yes, it might be a heavy lift. Yes, there may be a burden involved. You know, yes, it's not easy. But you know, faint heart never won, fair lady, as they say. It's a burden well worth carrying, and you are almost there. You've almost got this nailed. So don't quit right now. That's the important thing. You really not got to quit. You've just got to, you know, really focus your efforts, really double down again, and you'll be good to go. Seriously. So yeah, there's, you know, you can look at the card and go, oh God, this looks like a lot of hard work, but it's hard work that's being done. Is the thing. It's being done. It's not. He's not lying in a heap underneath 10 wands. You know. He's
right. Or
he's
like the guy laying under the swords.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now that's a whole different animal. But this is like, I got this. You know, I got this. I'm getting on with it. I'm doing what needs to be done. And yes, you know, sometimes you just need to knuckle down and, you know, shoulder the. But it does clearly indicate that's
head down and focused on the job at hand.
Exactly,
right?
thus, yeah. Is it working on your computer?
No,
just think
reports are that it is frozen. So
well, you know, we might have done at one point, but I think we're working now because I've got a solid red light, so I don't know whether you want to refresh or something.
I will try
and see whether that works. We're moving into a better signal area. I did copy everything off the card, off the Mevo, so if it's actually unwatchable what we're going to do when we get to our destination, I'll do a quick edit and I'll put it up.
Well, it seems to be working. I don't know.
I think it's working. So yeah, you know, we're dealing with mobile technology, and unfortunately mobile broadband doesn't really exist. It tries, you know, but the more rural you are, and we're pretty rural, it has to be said, we're not you know, in all over the place.
No.
We'll do the best we can. So it seems to be well. There was a dropout. I know when we went round the dip there. And
no, it seems to be working now. So All
That's
right,
good.
so next I'm going to pull card of the day.
Dun, dun, dun. Card of the day. What is card of the day,
The
mate?
Chariot. That's funny.
That's funny because that's what we're doing.
All right. Work as hard as you can to get back in the driver's seat, right? Be the pilot, or at least the co-pilot, but don't be your own worst enemy anymore. Get yourself in that driver's seat, take control, make things happen, do your best, and get going forward like most of the planets are.
Yeah, no, I love the Chariot. It's a card which does indicate very positive moves, very, you know, swift action necessary, but you know, it ain't going to steer itself. I'm afraid the Chariot isn't a Tesla. You know?
And I'm going to take it as for us that we're going to have a really wonderful, successful trip.
I think we are. I think we are. I think we're going to briskly achieve what it is we're setting out to achieve. So we're going to document all the bits and bobs and pieces and all that fun stuff as we go.
And put it up as another
This
documentary.
guy doesn't quite know
There's
where
a
he's
tractor
going.
trailer truck in front of us who almost went north when they wanted to go south.
Well, at least sorted it out now, so he's all good, isn't he? So.
We're freezing up again. I think we're going to call that an episode because
well, actually we've only been on 10 minutes, so we want to try and do a little bit longer, I think, don't we?
I didn't, but if you do, okay.
I do. 10 minutes isn't long, and I'm going to have to edit this. I'll have to edit out some of the
okay.
This
all right, well,
stuff.
part of the we'll just talk about something else because we don't have any cards to talk about. But again, I just want to let you know that issues and you know, just trying to get things in order and juggle all the balls and do everything that we're trying to do.
Right.
And prior to that, we spent quite a bit of time and effort and energy helping our people. We're headed out with the idea that we're going to really, really enjoy ourselves.
Yes.
But we're also putting out there that we are going to meet just the right people who are going to find us just the things that we're looking for.
I think that's a cracking thought.
So energy follows thought. We know that, right? And we know that we can speak into being. Magic really does work.
It does.
We did more in the shop yesterday than we did the previous Monday, which was Columbus Day. Now, you would think that on Columbus Day, you know, we're normally very busy. People are off from school, they're off from work. And, wow, that was strange.
Yeah, a little bit of a fast.
They're off from school, they're off from work, and they're coming in to get their supplies and things like that. So we obviously put some intentions out for the Aries full moon and started moving, you know, pioneering, getting things going.
Yes.
And magic really does work. The people at the shop yesterday were really run over their feet, so that's fun. And we've put out some energy of things that we're trying to manifest. Obviously, Celtica is on our list. I was working with somebody today on that project, and we have another little trick up our sleeve. Not pulling the rabbit out of the hat magic, but but
although
esoteric magic. And we hooked up with somebody that's going to help us, hence the road trip. So we've got some really good things on our plate, and it's nice to be feeling a little bit better and have my sense of humor back, I guess.
Oh yeah.
I didn't really my house today because blah blah blah. Yeah, that's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
It is where you're focused on.
Whatever you focused on comes into focus. We say this, right?
Yeah, and it's true. That is the secret of magic. You know, what you focus on comes into focus. So what are you focusing on?
So we're focusing on hooking up with just the right people who are going to fulfill our positive prophecy that there is going to be a Celtica, that there is going to be success, that there are going to be more and more people that find us, that have been looking for us, that will work with us. So that's kind of what we're working on.
I mean, sometimes you have to understand, and I guess this is where the optimism and faith comes into it, if you will.
Well, there's also realism.
Right,
but
sometimes you don't need to know exactly the road to get there. And we were saying yesterday we're doing critical path analysis. And yes, we are. But there are still some whopping great big unknowns, you know. And we won't know what they are until we actually get to them, you know.
Right.
So there's an element we'll cross the bridge when we come to it, you know. And yeah, you know, you've still got to continue with your journey. And remember those two most powerful words in the English language. Cool idea. Well, we're doing a video.
We're doing a video right now.
Tell them the story. Tell them the story.
All right. So
this could be amazing.
I think it was either Saturday or Sunday. Danny went out on the porch and she found this, and it says "Trick or Treat." A little pumpkin. It said, "Good job finding this. Hope it's fun, and I hope you win. Love from a random stranger who luck and all the best."
How cool
and
is
they
that?
bought a lottery ticket.
So we have to scratch off the lottery ticket.
That's a scratch-off lottery ticket that's you can win up to $4,000.
Well, that'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
So, reveal 3 like prize amounts and you win. So
I don't have a coin.
I'm just going to use my nail.
Oh no!
All right. This says it's a single prize. If you're open to them.
It just so happens 4 is the number we need to raise for Celtica. We just got to multiply that by 1. We just have to get ourselves better known, and us less of a well-kept secret, and Celtica less of a well-kept secret.
Well, we're doing everything that we can.
Well, that's what today's about. That is what today is about. So we're working to make ourselves less of a well-kept secret. That's the long and the short.
That's what today is about.
So we're going to document it as we go, take some pictures and all that fun stuff. But we can't share it just yet, is the unfortunate thing.
Right.
But we will, I promise you. We're taking you along to see this, so you may wafting along in your beautiful motor. which
There
is
you go.
nice. It's a gorgeous day. It's a flawless day. A flawless October day. It really is. I mean, yeah, the weather's turned a little chilly. I mean, we actually had our first fire of the season
Last night we had our first fire. We always do.
That's what I mean about why we're shooting video today. We didn't take any video. Well, we are, so we're going to.
I just have to tell you, Facebook is really
It's
a
all right.
beast.
I planned for this, so what I did is I actually copied everything off the card.
Oh, and then we can share it later.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So we're recording to the card, and basically, I think we've probably just filled up the card. So if that's the case, what we probably should do now is just finish up and say goodbye. Can you grab hold of my phone?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to call it quits because we've been on about half an hour now, and I think I've probably filled up this. So
What do I do?
you see where the red dot is at the bottom left of the screen. So when you're ready, you're just going to slide over to stop.
Okay.
And then you're going to hit end the event on YouTube. All right.
All right. Well,
All right. So thank you. It's showing red, so it'll try and reconnect, and then it's made me. I've got some stuff we'll have to edit out of this. Just do some.
So what should I do?
Hit connect
Okay.
because we're still live apparently.